Hi, this is Keeping It Real with Jackie. And since this is Keeping It Real, I'm going to be honest about my 20s and how my relationships ran. In my 20s, I slept with various men. One of my men I met in a club, and he turned into, as I called it back then, a seasonal fuck. I only saw him 2 times a year just to have sex, and that was it. Then I had a man who I slept with for 7 years, and during that time it wasn't a relationship, it was all about sex, and he was like a drug to me. I needed to be with him so badly because I needed someone to want me. And during that 7 years, I attempted suicide various times. I wanted to kill myself. I would sit in my kitchen in glass and just take the glass against my skin, or sit with a pill bottle, just wanting the pain to stop. And I was so in need of him. He was such a drug to me that I would pay him to sleep with me. It became a game, but the game became a reality, to where I didn't understand why I needed him so much. I think it was because I started sexual activity so late in life that I was naive. And another guy, I let him talk me into an orgy, and the orgy didn't happen. The party did. And during playing the party game, I allowed him to talk me into taking off all my clothes. And I sat in with no clothes in front of people I didn't know. And I never felt so dirty in my life. I felt disgusted with myself. I felt ashamed, so ashamed. When I went home, I sat in a hot shower. I felt so unclean. And when I got with one of my first boyfriends, I cheated on him continuously with a guy of 7 years. I don't know why I did it, but I regret how I treated him. And I started to have guys just want me for sex, just want me for, as my mom called it, a human toilet. I never felt so unclean during those times. I was drinking, I was smoking weed, I was smoking cigarettes, and I was being someone I was not. I was being this other personality. I wasn't being who I was. And then I got with someone who I thought genuinely cared about me and loved me, who, when he touched me, I didn't feel dirty anymore. I didn't feel unclean. I felt love and genuine caring. And for 8 years, he made me feel like I was human again. Like I was me again. And when he hurt me, it made me feel dirty again. Made me feel like I did in my 20s. Made me feel like it was all a dream. Like everything was a lie. Everything was not real. And that's what hurt the most. Knowing that every touch, every feeling was not for me. And when my therapist said that I was nothing more than a friends with benefits, it made me feel like all men want me for is sex. All men want me for is my body and what I can do for them. And when she did that, it hurt me so much inside to think that someone I cared about thought that about me, that I wasn't nothing more than a human toilet. And for everyone to look at me as though I was stupid for 8 years hurt more than anything. To say those things, it made me feel degraded and ugly inside and out, and like I'm not good enough for a relationship. Like I'm not good enough for love, that I didn't deserve a man's love. And he could never understand how that made me feel. To be treated like an object instead of a human being is the worst thing you can do to anyone. That's like killing someone. And I feel like all these men killed me. They killed me and broke my spirit. They broke my soul. And I don't know how I let that happen. Everyone blames me. They say I allowed all this to happen, but I didn't want this. Everyone blames me for my hurt, and that's what hurts the most. Thinking about, am I just a human toilet? Like everyone says, am I a whore? That's the worst thing when you feel like that.